these, you know. So as well as building big, exciting things like games, we build little tiny things, and you know, it's almost 50% of our business. Every harness gets inspected generally where it's manufactured electrically. They still come in here for auditing. They look at them for quality issues, loose ties, you know, the cable ties that are on them, labels missing, that kind of thing. The harnesses that we sell as harnesses come in here. They're packaged, they're bagged, they're packaged, they're counted, they're boxed up and made ready for shipment. We also do all the first article inspection in here, bracketry that comes into the building. First time the parts come in, inspectors look at the drawing, compare the drawing to the parts to make sure that they're adequately made to spec. And I mean, that's about it. You talk about pinball here. Anybody recognize this? It's the housing for the shooter plunger. We still make these. There's the plunger. Not fully assembled yet. So we've been in this industry pretty much all of our, you know, lives. Par-Tec is 27 years old, and it's always been revolving around the game industry, and whether it was gaming, you know, slot machines or arcade games, sort of been our niche. Any questions?
I'm curious, who's your biggest competitor?
My biggest competitor? Personally, right now, I don't have one. Nobody out there that can compete with us.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. Good to be the king.
Well, yeah, it's good, but it's also, you know, everybody wants to be the king.
I do have a question. I might have missed out there. How long have you been doing the video games? Has that been the 27 years?
No, we actually started doing video games about 20 years ago for Sega. Our first, when we bought this building, it was about 20 years ago. We were running 2 lines at that time. We had one line doing, I think it was Virtual Cop. We're running 100 a day. And the other line, we were doing a redemption game for skee-ball. And that was around 20 a day.
So you started in the warehouse industry?
Basically, no. Our business started with a product called Video Vendor, which is a product that my partners and I developed 30 years ago. It was a video cassette rental system. Any of you that are old enough, you might have run into one. If anybody's from Canada, you probably for sure did, because we had a real good operator up there. It was basically VHS movies, 360 of them in a box, and you had to get a card to get access to it. You could, you know, rent the machine just like a video store.
Basically, you were a red box way back.
You got it. Back before the CDs were even out, the DVDs, you know.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
Well, so that's we built. We actually built about 1,000 of those units, and then that was about our second year of business, and we started doing work for Start. At that time, it was, I think it was VDE Spinball. We started doing the action components. Because we were building this big machine that, you know, we had a cable department, we had an assembly department, you know, we had all the expertise already there, so we could do any of those things by themselves. So with Stern, we started, you know, adding on the assembly thing. We got very, very big into that. Then we started making harnesses for Life Fitness. So our harness department grew. So now we had a big assembly department, a big harness department. We felt like we could do anything. This is what we do. We assemble things. So over the years, we just reinvent ourselves every single year. We're doing whatever it is that we need to do to stay in business. But, you know, on and off in the 20-year period, we've been building games. This is, we've been building now very large numbers for the last 5 years. It's the strongest we've ever been in the game industry. Prior to that, we had, you know, 500 games here, 250 games there, that kind of thing.
Raw Thrills is your biggest customer?
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, they've got to be the biggest game.
I was going to say, they're the biggest out there.
How many units do you ship annually manufactured out here?
About 10,000. It could be as low as 8, but I'd say 8 to 10,000. All right. Anything else, guys? All right, Stern is a lot crowded, much more, you know, smaller building. It's really filled, jam-filled, so that'd be fun for you. It'll be a lot of fun. Say hello to Gary for me. We can go out this way.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks.